everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial where I will be showing you how I do my sort of makeup face slash base. So I'll be talking everything on the main parts of the face, just not eyebrows, eyes and lips. So I talk about the products I use, how I use them, the order. It's just sort of a quick basic video to show you how I achieve the sort of vintage face, which then you can play around with all the little features. So let's get started. Face is completely clean at the moment. I'm just going to start by putting some moisturizer on. I just use a Vita daily moisturizer. I don't really have a sort of day cream. I really like the Aveeno moisturizer. I was having some dry skin issues a while ago and someone recommended this to me and it's been so helpful. So I don't really use a primer or sort of setting spray at the bottom. I find moisturizer is enough, and having dry skin, you know, things just sort of stick to it because I'm not really producing much oil or grease or anything. There's nothing really to slide off from. I'm not wearing an SPF today because I haven't yet found one that works for me over here, and of course I'm not going outside. So the foundation I've been using at the moment is this Revolution Conceal and Define one, in one of their new shades, F02. I used to really like the Revolution stick foundation, but you know, it's not what I'm after at the moment. I want something that's more liquidy, that I don't have to set down so much, and this colour is really great for me. So it's on sort of like one of these giant doe foot applicators, and I find I have to use 3 sort of dunks full for my face. It says it's full coverage, but it's not the most full coverage. Ideally I want something a bit fuller coverage, but this works for now, and especially with concealing I sort of blend that in and help it all come together and actually hide my freckles. And just using the sponge. So I really like a sponge for putting on makeup because it's sort of got that moisture in there. It's sort of giving a little hydration to the skin. I also really like these kind of fuzzy ones that Juno & Co created. They're not very easy to get over here in the UK. I've just got this knockoff one by Real Techniques. Making sure to blend down the neck as well. If you're looking for like a super full coverage foundation, I recommend this Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. The only reason I'm not using this is because I ran out, but this is the most full coverage, such a good colour. I don't have to powder when I use it, but this is fine as well. So next I'm up to concealing, so I'm using this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I love this. It dries completely matte. It has really nice light shade ranges, well, extended shade ranges that go into very light, which I am. So just applying some of this. It also dries down matte. Just where I have a few extra freckles, it's usually along the cheeks, and then I like to put some to my forehead as well. This concealer is really cheap as well. I think it's like £5 over here, and I believe it was like $10 or $11 back in New Zealand, and it's the best. I've had times where I've run out of foundation and just used this all over my face, and you could always use like a moisturizer to get it a bit more, you know, wet and usable. This is fantastic. This is the best concealer I think I've ever used. And so just blending that in, I start sort of where I've put the concealer at the outer points, and then work my way in so that the stuff under the eye has time to really set and start working. And I do the big concealer triangles so that I can, you know, I'm blending it down and out around my face. I really like to sort of go over and over it again just to make sure it's nice and smooth. So this is something I'm starting to do more often than not, and I didn't used to do that often, which is to put on a cream blush. If you've seen my vintage makeup comparison tutorials, I'm usually using a cream blush on the traditional side just because it was the product I used the most. But recently I've been trying it out in my day-to-day and I'm really enjoying it. I just use lipstick, I don't have cream blushes. So I'm just sort of putting this in almost anime stripes on my face, and then I blend it with my fingers. I don't know, recently I have been wearing a more sort of traditional style face. I've been doing smaller wings or no wings, focusing on the eyelashes, the sponge. And I'm going to put a little more on just to darken that up. The NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Dolce Vita. I think this shade is great. I have it as a powder blush as well, actually. I've also been bringing my blush a bit further out my face than I usually would. Previously when I apply blush, it's usually just to the apples of my cheeks, but I quite like sort of taking it up and almost sculpting the face. You almost want like a triangle. That's why I did like, you know, some longer lines and then two shorter ones. That's right with the finger, just do the edges with the sponge. And now onto powder. This is another Revolution product. This is the coconut baking powder. This is my favourite powder. I've used for a long time. The colour is just really good for me. You know, it's got some pigment to it. It's not just a translucent one, which is going to start turning your foundation orange. And it smells like coconut, which is so much fun. So I'm just tapping out the creases that my eyes have made on my concealer. And taking a little powder puff. Going in with some powder, making sure to tap off the excess. And I'm just pressing it into my under eye area to start with. So I used to be someone who powdered my entire face all the time, daily, but I find now it's just, with my face being so dry, it's a bit too much. So I sort of focus powder. So I do under my eyes to stop them creasing, because I've got quite deep set eyes, so you know I've got eye creases above and below my eye. So I set under the eyes and then I take it between the eyebrows and on the forehead. This is because I have a very expressive forehead, I guess you'd call it. I'm always looking surprised, I'm always frowning, so if I don't powder, things really settle into those lines. And I get home at the end of the day, or I look in the mirror at the end of the day, and I've just got all of these angry, creasy lines from my facial expressions. And for the same sort of reason, I take a bit of powder on my upper lip and up on my nose, just to stop these sort of lines, which is just... So as I was saying before my camera so rudely interrupted me, yeah, I just focus powder so that things don't get creasy during the day. So this sort of area is left unpowdered. My eyes and sort of the side of my eyes don't get powdered. It's still mostly powdering my face, to be honest, but I don't know, this just works for me. So that's all the products I apply at this stage. Now I'm going to do my eyes and eyebrows, and I'll be back for sort of the final touches and powder products. Hello, I'm back with my eyes and eyebrows done now. I thought I'd leave the lipstick till last as well, because it always comes last. And I don't want to be doing things on my face and then accidentally mess it up. So my base has been sitting while I've done my eyes, and you can see it's quite a nice sort of soft matte look. The bits that I didn't powder sort of dried down. They're not really sticky, which is something I quite like about this sort of foundation concealer combo. You can still see the blush, and I am going to be amplifying that. I'm going to be taking a different shade, and this is Bumpy Ride by NARS, which is sort of a very light peachy pink with some shine in it. So I'm just popping that blush. I've already put the cream stuff. As you can see, it's just really to amplify and intensify it. Now, these blushes are quite intense, so I'm just going to go around the edges with a little powder brush just to make it less, you know, a bit less like a stripe of pink on my face. I've actually stopped contouring on a day-to-day basis. I find that like this blush application, you can sort of see it shapes the face. Don't know, I'm just not very into it at the moment, but what I am still into is highlight, which I love to put on my cheekbones. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow one. As you can see, I'm desperately in need of more. This is Blossom Glow, and I think it's so gorgeous. It's like a very pale pink with such a nice shimmery sheen. And I take that all the way down from my upper cheekbones to the apples of my cheeks, and a little bit along the nose as well. This means I can put my beauty mark on. I often forget to do this near the end, so I'll put it on and then I'll go to put my second blush and my highlight on, and it just smudges it and it's not a good look. So wait until the end. I have a darker freckle just here that I sort of, you know, just a bit of black eyeliner. Great, and that's it for the face. So I'm just going to pop on some lipstick and we will summarise. Great, so here we are at the end, and this is my finished face. You know, this is a really nice base. The sort of way all of the products work together. I enjoy it whether I'm doing a more vintagey look or if I'm doing a more gothy look. But you know, usually it's vintage inspired either way. Also, all the products I've used today are relatively affordable. I think this costs about £10. The e.l.f. concealer, this is a must have. This is one of the best makeup products I've ever tried, and I even, for the first time in my life, bought extras so that when I run out I can have more, because this is only £5 and I think it's $10 or $11 in New Zealand, and I would buy it from Kmart. Revolution Coconut Baking Powder, I think this again is about £5. I bought it because it was cheap on Superdry. Cream blush, I just used a lipstick, you know. We all probably have lipsticks sitting around somewhere. Even a red blended out looks really nice. I just really like this Dolce Vita colour. NARS blushes are pricey, but they are incredible. A couple of years ago I bought one of their big Christmas advent calendars, and it had 2 full-size blushes and I think 1 or 2 mini blushes in it. And I've just been living off those for over a year and a half now. This is a Milani one I really like. I think it's like a baked blush, I think it's called, and it's like pink and goldy. I'm not sure if you can buy that over here. It's another one I know you can get in New Zealand, and I think it's under or around $10 I believe at Farmers. Highlight Wet n Wild, this is another cheap one. This is £5 in the UK, and then in New Zealand I think it's about 10, 11, 12 at Farmers as well. So yeah, it's a relatively affordable base. I love all of these products, but again, whatever works for you. I just wanted to show, you know, what sort of works for me, where I powder, how I kind of layer my products. Yeah, I don't use primers, I don't really need them. I really do like a setting spray, but more of a hydrating one, so I love the Mario Badescu waters. They come in different scents. The lavender one is amazing, but I just haven't got one over here, and it's not really a necessary step, you know. That sort of just hydrates the skin a bit more and gets it a little not shiny, but it gives it a little more luminescence. Like this is quite just like a soft matte look. Apart from the highlight, you're not really getting any shine on the face. I just realised it's a bit odd that I did the green eyebrows when you can't see any of my green hair today, but so thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, and if you can, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It's been really nice seeing so many positive responses to me posting more videos, and you know, it's giving me motivation to sort of think of more ideas and do more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you the next one. Bye.